This is the 5th mass shooting in Baltimore this year so far. Peace Chairman Jovani Patterson is with us live to discuss what the city can do to prevent these kinds of tragedies. I mean, this is a lot. This is heavy. 30 people impacted in this shooting. What's your take?
First off, the only thing I can say is it's sad, and sad doesn't begin to explain the magnitude of what I really mean by that. But I think this is on everybody. This is from a community, from a city that stopped caring about these things, as like these killings have become normalized. And this is out of hand. But first, I want to say that. From a responsibility for my organization, Peace, our job is to bring power back to the people. And the first thing is we have to understand, how do we, measure these things? And first, the mayor's responsibility. In the city charter, the mayor's responsibility is to be a conservator of peace. And when we ask what that means, or ask what's going on in our city, is this a peaceful city? Are we seeing the peace conserved within this city? And I don't think we do. So we need tougher penalties to prevent these type of things. We need the community back involved. We need people just going back out and just doing the simple things. Meet your neighbors, know who's in your community. To me, I just don't have any real words for this, but we have to just go back to the basics. I mean,
it's left a lot of people speechless, as you can understand. You mentioned the governor taking the lead on this, but I mean, the real question is, should there be a special session on crime? I mean, when you have incidents like these, this is the 5th mass shooting in Baltimore this year. Is there need for the governor to call a special crime to get some legislation on the books that wrangles this kind of mass violence in?
Well, absolutely. I mean, the mayor can call for a special session, locally, but also, the governor can call for a special session, at the state level. And, if we look at the bills that were passed, nothing really addressed, the criminal element, right? People are doing this because they know they can, right? There's no fear. When the mayor just said, I hope every breath that you take, that you think about, these victims, they did it in the first place because they know they can get away with it, right? They know they're not thinking about the victims in the first place. So, when they're saying these things, when they're putting these words out, they mean absolutely nothing. And we do need some serious action to be taken, some meaningful action to be taken from all levels of government, locally and the state level.
I guess the big question is what? I mean, we keep, we talk about this almost every weekend. What needs to happen to prevent incidents like this from happening? You talked about several things: getting to know your neighbors, making sure we're holding our elected our officials accountable. But when you think about the humanity of 30 people being shot in one instance, what can you really do to stop? I'm serious. What do you do?
Well, again, the first thing is you have to stop blaming inanimate objects, right? It's not the guns that are killing people. It's these people that are brazen enough to do and commit these acts. I mean, 30 people, that we know about in a block party. But I want to say this because I believe people, should lean to their faith, and there's a lot of that comes from a lack of faith, and this is from Hosea 4, Hosea chapter 4, verse 1 and 2. It says, "O children," and I'm gonna put Baltimore in here. "O children of Baltimore, for the Lord has controversy with the inhabitants of the land. There is no faithfulness or steadfast love, and no knowledge of God in the land. There is swearing, lying, murder, stealing, and committing adultery. They break all bounds, and bloodshed follows bloodshed." That is exactly what's going on right now. We have a lack of faith in Baltimore City, and we got to return back to the basics.
All right, we'll leave it right there. We're going to keep updating our live coverage throughout the morning. Jovani Patterson, Chairman for Peace.
Thank you.